Hi everyone, it's Kelly here, and I'm just here to share with you guys just some info that might be helpful to beginners that want to get into Copic coloring. I'm a beginner myself, I'm not Copic certified, but I thought this video would help out because I have a lot of requests for making this video and sharing with you guys what I had purchased as a beginner. And so if you refer back to my haul video, I did purchase a lot, mainly because it was such a great deal at scrapbook.com. So you didn't have to actually purchase a whole bunch of it, but I did, however, because it was such a great deal. But then my intentions were to just go in and get like the basic colors. So that's why I'm going to share with you guys what I had purchased. And before doing all that, I did my own research and stuff. So this is mainly just a shortcut video for some of you that are looking to get into Copic coloring and what markers you should get, as well as what kind of ink you should use, and then also the acrylic block, and then the type of paper. So it all sums up into this video here, and I thought maybe it would be helpful for you guys. Like I said, I'm not Copic certified, and I'm a beginner myself, so I just thought maybe this video would be helpful. And I know that a lot of you had requested me to do one. So here goes, and I thought I'd just take this time to record, mainly because I'm working on another card now, and this is the image that I had sketched, and I mean not sketched, but colored in with my Copic sketch. So it's from the Gorgeous line, and you guys all know that I love this, and it is really, really adorable. Like this is just an example of the image, and I love how her skin's like really light, and you could see the blush. But the closest thing that I got to it was this here, and then I had to change I wanted the color to go with the paper line. So the paper line that I'm using for this is actually going to be K & Company's Madeline collection, which I don't have on hand. I don't know what happened to it, but I was clearing up my desk so I can share with you guys what the basics were here. But let me start off with the skin here, since we're talking about the skin. And the Copic colors that I chose for coloring skin is a bunch of these here, but I didn't quite use all of it for her skin, because as you can see, she's really pale and like porcelain, because I wanted to keep it as original looking as possible, closest to the image, the original image of what Suzanne had. Suzanne Woolcott is the artist that had came up with this gorgeous line. So I wanted it to be as original as possible, kind of similar. And so these are the colors. So when I first did my Copic haul, I really needed like these colors here, and at scrapbook.com they didn't have it in the sketch, so I settled for the chows. So the chows and the sketch, they're similar. They work similar. They have the same nib. Let me just show you guys. So they have the same nib here, and but the chows are much more inexpensive than the sketch. However, this is the reason why. I think it's because the sketch holds more ink than the chows, and these can actually be used in like an airbrush machine, which I've never seen before, but I will have to do my research on that as well. So I settled for these because I knew I needed them. They're the essentials, and they are the colors that you will definitely use the most, which is this one here. It's the Pale Fruit Pink. It's E000. So if you guys want to take out a pen and paper, write down your notes. It's called Pale Fruit Pink, and so it's definitely something that you'll use like all the time, and that's what I did. I went over her skin first with E000, and that's the base of the skin that I had used. So then you'll also need E50, and E50 is just a little bit darker. So what I did was I just went around the edges here to give it like the shadow of her features. As you can see in this image here, it's like a little bit darker, but I didn't go quite as dark as that. So it's good for blending. These two are great for blending in together. So that's okay. Like we have the E000 and E50 as the skin color, and then here's also another skin color, E00. So just a combination of those. You could just go over it with the pale triple, the triple, E000, go over it, and then you can do E50. It just, just depends on however you want to do it, but I went and I watched a tutorial, but then like I didn't actually go by that because some of the tutorials the skin color does come out a little bit more tanner. That's why like I just played around with it, and whatever I liked I stuck to. So pretty much I used these three the most. Okay, so it's E00 and then E000 and E50, and then sometimes I'll use E53 too, raw silk here. So let me go over the colors again. It's E000, E50, and E00, E53, and then this is definitely a must-have as well. It's for the blush, R20 blush. And there's E11 if you want to go darker. Baby Skin Pink right here is also another one that was recommended, but I haven't used that one yet, and it is a little bit darker as you can see. So make sure you get R20 for the blush, and that's what I did here. I had sketched in the blush, and then I went over it with my E000 to blend it all in. So as you can see there. Okay, so that's it for the skin color. Now on to the gorgeous hair. Now these colors were recommended by Susan. She has a tutorial. She also has I believe that's her shop. I'm not really sure because it says Suzanne J. DJ, I don't know. But I'll link you guys, and I'm guessing that it is because like the video was linked from her shop. So it's Susanna's Custom Art and Card Design, and her name is Susanna, but then like the video was like Suzanne something, and I'm not really sure if it's like two different people or the same. But anyways, like she recommended these colors here: C1, C3, C7, C9, C5. As you can see, it's like every other color. You don't have to go C1 and then C2 and then C3 and then C4. You could just skip it, and that's what she recommended. So I got C1, C3, C5, and C7. So there's no C6. I just went every other right there. So C9 is the darkest. And what I did was with the hair, I would use C9 first, to start coloring where the edges are, because that I wanted it to look darker, and then like when I blend it with the next color, which is C7, it just makes it a little bit lighter, and then it goes lighter, just where the light shines. I'm not good at it yet. I don't think it's like quite the best, but so far I just play with it until I actually like the way it looks. So you don't have to, there's no like specific technique that you have to follow. It's pretty much what you prefer, and that's what I went by. Like I'll watch videos and stuff, but I truly don't follow it completely because I do what I feel or what I see that looks best. So that's the reason, this is how I do it basically. And I'm still learning, it's just mostly trial and error. That's with everything that we do pretty much. And what you'll also need is, for sure you'll need a colorless blender. And these will take away the harsh lines, like if the colors don't blend together and you have like the harsh lines that you see there, you could just blend it in with this. And the good thing about this is like if it does pick up a color, you just go and you like put it on your paper, and then it just rinses out on its own. Like I was just surprised, like I didn't know that they actually did that. I didn't want to contaminate the color, but then it actually doesn't, because you could just rinse it out by like, sketching it and clearing it on your paper, if you guys know exactly what I mean. I'm not good at explaining, so, hopefully you guys understand what I'm talking about. And the good thing about Copic markers is like, if you also want to go like, darker, like if you want to add like the black accents, that's what I did. I'll use, my black Copic marker. This one here is the Chow in the 100. I had this before because I needed it for another project, and this was like my first Copic marker. And so I would use like the nib of it or actually not this side, but I would use this side right here, and I would take like my C9 right here, and then I would take the color off of that to make it darker, you know, so it's not too harsh. And then I would add it along the edges. As you can see, like her hair is like really dark. And so you don't want it to be completely black because it'll just look like she'll have a wig on or something. You want like some kind of contrast. So that's what I did, and you know, I fussy cut her out using my Tim Holtz tonic scissors. And then okay, so for the type of ink that you should use, they said you should never use StazOn because it tends to rub off and it'll ruin your nib. And so instead use the Memento Tuxedo black or like dark brown if you want to go dark brown. But yeah, so I ended up purchasing this from like Joann's.com, and this is like what's recommended. So I've never actually stamped before, and you know, like I stayed away from stamping because I never get like the entire impression. Okay, so like the only acrylic block that I had was just something that was 99 cents from Michael's or Joann's. And if you refer back to my videos, I don't do a lot of stamping. Okay, so now like I was like looking for acrylic blocks because I needed to put my stamps on it so I can stamp them actually. And I was Googling, and then I found this, which was something that was like what I know I'll need for sure, because like I said, when I stamp it, the entire impression doesn't come out. So this here had great reviews, and I don't know when it was released. Maybe it was like last year's CHA, I'm not sure, but it's called the Rock-A-Block, and it's by Crafter's Companion. And like this thing is absolutely awesome. I love it so much. I am so happy that I found this instead of buying like acrylic blocks to begin with. So this here, what it is you just rock it, and the whole entire details of the stamp comes on it, and there's no bleeding. There's you know, you get the full impression. So it works for like the rubber cling stamp, and then also for you know, the clear ones, which this one was a clear stamp that I use, and it is just perfect. It has like these lines here that you could use to go as a guide right there. So, and it comes with like different sizes as well. As you can see, I got this at Joann's.com and it was on sale. It was like, I think $14, I believe. So it's just a great buy. Like I definitely recommend it. Highly recommend it, you guys. And then you'll also need, just in case if you don't get the full impression, you can go over it with this here, which is a Copic Multiliner, and it's 0.5. 0.05, that's what was recommended, so I got that one. And then last but not least, the paper. Okay, the type of paper that's recommended, and you know, I love it so much because it blends really well and it keeps the ink from drying. So it's called Pure Luxury Cardstock. You get 25 of them. It's a fairly decent price, but I got 2 of them. It's Gina K, and here's the address. It's GinaKDesigns.com. So I love this. It doesn't go through the paper, as you can see. Like most papers, like when you Copic color it in, it goes, or it bleeds through, but this one doesn't. It's like really heavy duty, I guess. So as a beginner to a beginner, I hope this video was helpful, and I'll probably do more videos to talk to you about you know, the different colors that I chose for the different, you know, hair color, which would be auburn, blonde, or like brunette, you know. So I'll see you guys next time with another Copic you know, beginners video, and hopefully this is helpful. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye.